I built this complete school ERP management system in Google Sheets with the help of the Cloud Code. And how you can do that, I will explain you each and everything within this video and what prompt I am going to use to build this application. I will also tell you by the end of this video how you can grab these prompts. So for that, you need to watch this video complete. Firstly, I will explain you what are the main features we have implemented in this application. Then I will tell you the complete development workflow. And then by the end of this video, I will tell you how you can get this file free of cost and how you can get the AI prompts absolutely free. So first of all, I just simply log out from my system and there is a login screen. You can see we have the two main roles, the super admin and the admin. And you know, already know we are using the Google Sheet here as a database. So in the user sheets, you can see in A column, we have the username. In C column, we have the password. So now let's go back to the web application and fill up our information like our username and password and hit the sign into workspace. So once I hit the sign into workspace, so you can see I am successfully logged in as a super admin. And why the data shows instantly? Because I have used here the SWR technology, the state while revalidate. So this is a dashboard where you can take the complete overview of the system like financial overview, income, expense, recent transactions, recent activity, each and everything. There is a student sections where you can register your students. And once you fill up this information, you can see on the left side, you just simply fill up the form about the student registration. On the other side, you can see the student profile view. So after that, you just simply hit the save button so that information will be saved it here and also saved in your Google Sheets. Okay, in the action column, we have added some features like the view fees. If you just simply hit them, so you can see on the left side the student profile, on the other side the fee history. This student does not have the fee history. Let's choose another student, and you can see this is another student. The student name is through student 3, and they have the two fee records. So if I want to take a print, I just simply take a print it from here. And if I want to print a challan for this fees, I can also do it from here. So if I want to edit or delete the data, the students, I can also do it from here. So now let's move to the teacher sections. In the teacher section, you just simply create a new teacher credentials. Once you fill up the information, the same thing you can see here. The left side, you can see the add teacher details form, and on the other side, you will see the teacher profile. So in the action columns, we have a feature profile and salary history. There is a salary history. You can see on the left side, there is a teacher profile, and on the other side, the salary history. This teacher does not have the salary history. Let's choose another one. You can see this is another teacher and they have the salary history previously one record. And if I want to take a print slip, pay slip, I just simply hit this print icon and I can easily able to print my pay slip for the month of this particular thing. Okay, so there is a fee sections where you can simply add the fees for a individual student, and if a parent have 2 or 3 children, you can also accept the fees from here. And this complete application is created by using the cloud code, and how you can do that I will also explain you. Firstly, I just demonstrate you what are the feature and functionalities we have added and what are the prompts we are using. So in the action column, so we have a fee receipt option. I can simply take a print, and in the action column, we have an option for the fee challan. We can also take a print from here. So in the salary sections, if you want to give a salary to a particular teacher, just simply fill up the information, and on the other side, you will see the complete overview like the teacher one and if they have any previous payment and etc. So this is income and expense sections where you can see where you can add the income and expense for your businesses, and that is the most important things, the inventory management. If you are selling something in your school like the textbooks, like the pencil box, school bag, school uniform, each and everything, you just simply add items from here and fill up the information, and after fill up the information, you just simply hit the save button. So that information will be saved in your Google Sheets and appeared here on the real time. So if you want to sell these items, you just simply go to your point of sale system and select the items and which students are going to buy this. Just simply select the student, and if they have paid or credit pay later, you can just simply complete these sales from here. And if someone return anything, you just simply make the return mode here. You just simply select the item and then make the return. So once you return the item, the stock will be restocked itself, and once you sell the item, the stock will detect itself. So it's completely automated. And if you want to make the stock transactions, you can also do it from here like the purchase in or sales out, each and everything you can do. And this is the vendors where you can register the vendors from where you get actually your items, your inventory. Okay, so these are the things, and this is the most common thing in every application, the users management, the settings sections where you can change the complete settings of your school, the activity logs, the role and permission, which is already available in our complete applications. How this will work, I will explain you. Right now we have the two roles, the super admin and the admin, and I want that my admin can able to edit the teachers. I just simply enable it from here. I want that my admin can able to delete the teachers, so I just simply enable it from here. So it means now my admin can able to view, add, edit or delete the teachers data. So same, this is the thing. So now let's move to the another section, so how you can make these kind of web applications. So for that, first of all, you need to go to your Google browser and search it here, the Visual Studio Code. So just open this website and download the software in your Windows. Okay, if you are on the Mac, you can also download for them. And once you download the Visual Studio Code, you just simply need to open the Visual Studio Code in your window. So I just simply search it here, and you can see the Visual Studio Code is opened here, and there is a clean installation here, the clean everything. So you will see on the sidebar there is a extension button. So just simply press it here and search it here, the Claude Code. So once you search the Claude Code, you will see the extension in the list. And until that it search, let's go to the browser and go back to the Cloud application, the Cloud website. So I just simply search it here, the Cloud. There is the first website for the Cloud. You already know it's a very popular, and you must need to have an account on this website and a paid account. So if you don't have the paid account, you are unable to create the projects. Okay, so I just simply select the Cloud Code extension and just simply install it from here. Then I just simply click on this file and click on this open folder, go to the desktop section, and then I will select any folder what I want. So the folder is selected successfully, and you can see there is a icon for the cloud. I just simply select it. You need to log in with your account. Once you log in with your account, then you will see these prompts in the description. Just simply open this file and copy the prompts from here and paste it here. So once you paste the file, just simply hit this enter button, and once you enter, now it will create the complete school management system foundation for you. So one thing you must remember, don't give the prompts that it will make a complete application for you. Divide your prompts into different steps. Let's take example. This is a project prompt one. It will create the foundation, the authentication, the RBAC engine, and the helpers. And this is a prompt two, which will create the academics, students plus teacher sections. And this is a prompt three, which will create the finance, fees, salaries, ledger, and printable documents. So same like that, you can divide your prompts into different type of things. So once you give the complete prompts to your Claude Code, it will give you the code. So that code must have the errors. So you need to fix them manually. And if you see any kind of error, you just simply say them that fix this. And if you purely don't have the knowledge about the coding, you can completely do the vibe coding. But if you have the knowledge about the coding something little bit, you can define your prompts very well. Also, you can write the prompts with the help of the ChatGPT. Just simply give them the idea, and they will write the prompts for you, and then you just simply copy paste the prompts and give to the cloud, because the cloud is the most advanced model for the coding projects. So how you can get grab these kind of how you can grab these prompts by yourself. So for that, the link is available in the description. Just simply go to our website, and once you go to our website, there is a login button. Just simply hit them and then log in with your account. If you have account, you just simply log in with your account. If you don't have account yet, just create it, then move to the AI prompt section. So in the AI prompt section, so you can see what are the prompts we have available already for our different projects. You can also access it from here. Let's take example. I want to get the prompts for this video. I just simply click on this view video prompts, and these are the prompts I have added here. You just simply copy paste and utilize them. So by the help of these prompts, you can create definitely a good applications. So most of time I am also using these prompts for my uh, projects to make my work faster. But in the end, you need to do a lot of manual work to fix these errors and many other things. So these are the also side effect of these coding. So for that, I prefer you must have a little bit knowledge for that. So but thank you very much for watching this video. I will meet you in our next video.